Hey everyone, Ahsoka here. Today we're going to be talking about the most anticipated geek movies of 2020. So before we get to it, I'm just going to let you guys know that this list is by release date order and not by my special preference. Number 1.
No one gives two shits who we are beyond that.
So, if you're a comic book fan such as myself, you may already have some issues with this movie from the get-go. I mean, first of all, they did Barbara Gordon so wrong. The fact that she's not even mentioned whatsoever when Birds of Prey, it's her own thing, you know, after being shot and being paralyzed. And that's what she did to become a hero again, and then that's just bad taste. On a better note, we have Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn, which I'm delighted as, because honestly, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is the best one we had in live action. Which, I mean, sure, we don't have a lot of options when it comes to that, but it's still a very nice surprise given that she showed up in Suicide Squad, a pretty terrible movie. She's a really good and talented actress, and she does bring Harley Quinn to life, so that's good. That being said, from the trailers, it seems that the fans are already super divided in what to think of this movie. Either way, I will watch it as soon as it comes out, and I will let you guys know what I think and if it was a good movie or not and if you should watch it. Number 2. I've been excited for this movie since the first trailer came out 2 years ago. And I got very upset because I thought the movie wasn't gonna be released at all because it has been so long since the first trailer came out. And then Dark Phoenix was a box office failure and allegedly was gonna be the last X-Men movie. So I was a little bit bummed out. But then a new trailer came out and I was like, holy hell, they're actually gonna release this movie. From what I've got, it seems that we're in an age of Snyder cuts and JJ cuts, and Kevin Feige wouldn't want to risk people actually complaining about, oh, this movie could have actually been really good, but we never actually got to see it. So he will release the movie. He apparently just made some alterations to it, like instead of being an actual horror movie, it will be a horror-ish movie as a PG-13 movie, which I think is kind of terrible idea because I was super excited for that aspect of the movie, but we'll see it anyway. That being said, I am super excited to see Arya Stark turn into a werewolf and to see yet another female powerful witch in the Marvel Universe. Number 3. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am super excited for this one. Female fans of the MCU have been waiting for this movie for years, and we've been asking for it, and now we finally got it. Is this the right time to make it? I'm not sure. Probably not. I mean, Black Widow got killed, and the memento of this movie has passed so long ago. But I watched the trailers, and I'm not gonna lie, they looked so good. The action scenes look amazing and everything in it just looks badass. I feel like they really are nailing a good spy movie with a lot of action-packed scenes. It seems that we'll be getting to know other Black Widows, and because, you know, Scarlett Johansson's character got killed, we might be getting another one in the MCU like her sister. I am really excited for this movie, but I'm a little upset with Marvel because they've been postponing this movie for years because they thought a female superhero solo movie wouldn't work. But then DC went and did it with Wonder Woman, and then they made a lot of money, so Disney thought, okay, we can do this, let's do Captain Marvel. But that movie made $1 billion, so here we are with a Black Widow movie, like, even though she didn't even get her own funeral, I think it's still pretty great that she gets a movie, I guess. Number 4. Guys, I am super excited and terrified for this movie. Wonder Woman is my favorite female superhero and I've loved her for years, and I just think that she's a huge badass and she's super cool. And the whole thing revolving hair is just amazing, honestly. And even with the okayish third act of her own movie, I thought the movie itself was so great, and it opened so many doors for other female-led superhero solo movies. And that on its own, it's already such a great thing, you know? That being said, I'm a little bit scared for this one because Patty Jenkins has been making some questionable choices, like firing people who were involved in the first movie. I don't know if that's actually a good or bad decision because we have to see the movie first to actually judge that decision. Until I actually see it, I'm still gonna be a little bit scared for it. Plus, I really think that DC needs and deserves another win, people. DC and Warner Brothers do have what it takes to stand up to Disney and Marvel, but they need to make better critic choices. Number 5. Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer in a movie about a video game come to life. Sign me up. I'm not gonna lie about this, I am super excited for this movie. I think both actors are incredibly talented, and I think Jodie Comer deserves all the love and respect that she's getting, and I think that it's great that she's finally getting into the big screen. She was amazing in her small cameo in The Rise of Skywalker, and it's great that she's in a big blockbuster movie now. The trailer was incredibly hilarious, and I think it brought the best out of both actors, and I'm super excited for this one. Number 6. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this movie didn't exactly pique my interest, at least not yet. It has a good and incredibly talented cast, but sometimes, as you guys know from the last Ghostbusters movie, that's not enough. I don't have much to say about this movie per se because I'm not a huge Ghostbusters fan. I really enjoyed the first and original movie, but aside from that, all of the other ones I was not super excited about. So I'm gonna watch the movie first and then maybe I'll discuss it with you guys. Number 7. Side, we have this cool badass comic book character, and another side, he's being played by Jared Leto, the same guy that kind of ruined Joker. In Leto's defense, he is actually an incredible actor, and you can see that in some of his other performances. And it wasn't his character per se that ruined Suicide Squad, because honestly, if you take out his scenes, the movie was gonna still be pretty terrible on its own, but it didn't really help. That being said, I'm still excited for this movie because it's being made by the same studio that made Into the Spider-Verse and Venom. And no matter how you feel about Venom, if you hate it or loved it, it still made almost $1 billion. So at least someone actually liked it. I think Sony is trying to create their own universe with, you know, Spider-Man and Venom and now with Morbius. And I think it's clearly showing because I saw the Morbius trailer and oh my god, chills. It actually looked amazing and super comic book accurate. And you can see that that movie does have a correlation with the other Spider-Man movies. Like, for example, you see a graffiti of Spider-Man and then it has written down murder, and then at the end you see what I think it might be just a small cameo of Michael Keaton. I think that if this movie is done right, and honestly I have a good feeling about it, I think Sony will be able to prove to Disney and to Marvel that they can indeed make good comic book movies without the MCU's help. Number 8. So this movie is a prequel to the first Kingsman, and I think we'll get to see how it all started. I'm gonna be honest, this is not a movie that I'm especially interested in. I think that the first Kingsman was amazing, and honestly that church scene is still stuck with me till this day. It was so cool. And such a badass moment overall. So you guys let me know in the comments below if you're gonna be watching this movie in the theaters or if you're gonna wait and stream it later, and if you actually want me to do a review on it. Number 9. Guys, this is not a drill. Jon Snow and Robb Stark together at last. If you thought Thor was a god, wait until you see these guys. This movie has a great cast, some very talented actors. Some of them are getting into superhero shape, some were already there. I think that this movie has everything it needs to be a hit. It has a good cast, it has an interesting story and characters, and you know that Disney will put enough money in it to actually look amazing. Does it have the fans' interest? It has mine. Does it have yours? And finally, number 10. I'm not gonna lie about this. This is one of the ones that I'm super excited about. I've been waiting for this movie since 2014 when the first Godzilla came out, and I'm super excited about this. As mediocre as the first two Godzilla movies were, even the one with 11, I'm still incredibly excited about this because it's gonna be a clash of titans, guys. It's gonna be two huge monsters fighting each other. Hopefully it will be better lit than the second Godzilla where, it was still big monsters fighting each other. This is like the big finale, This is like the two big titans, two gods fighting each other to the death. Or not, we'll see how it goes.
When I get out of here, and I will, there's gonna be carnage.
Overall, I think it will be a good year for geek movies, and movies in general, honestly. So I'm super excited for this year. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments below what are the movies that you guys are most excited about. So if you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified when we release a new video. That's it for now, stick around and I'll see you next time.